Hello, my beloved souls. Lisa from Soul Centered Kinesiology, your prosperity priestess. So, I am feeling the passion ignited in my soul, in my body, and I'm here to serve. I'm here to channel what's happening in the collective, but also I'm serving individual souls that are very, very unique and have a mission or a business or a creative project or are going through initiations right now to step into their next era, to step into their next chapter, to be the most embodied version of themselves that is love, that is light, that is whole, that is integrated. Yes, I may focus a little bit more on the light, but to be honest, what we do in clinic is we transmute the shadow. We shift what's in the shadow into genius because it actually is genius. Like we want to accept everything, the totality of us through the lens of love and from the heart space. So if you're here in this space and if you're watching this, you're having an heart awakening. You're having an initiation. You are going through a threshold onto a new frequency, into a new embodiment, a version of yourself that is highly evolved and ready to be the highest truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And at the end of the day, the truth will always set you free. And that's what I firmly believe. It's like the more conscious we are, um, the more we step into the truth. I mean, that's what consciousness is perfect love and perfect truth from the creator's perspective and definition. Now, the important thing is that you accept where you're at without having to bypass it. Like if you're going through an emotional turmoil, if you're going through grief, if you're going through something, then I would definitely sit with those emotions and trust that you're being guided and supported. Because when we're so connected to source consciousness, to our heart, to our spirit, and to our body, we recognize how abundance is all that there is, how love is all that there is, how deeply supported we truly, truly are. For example, even I went through a contraction phase most recently, and now I'm on the other side of it. Now I'm feeling so strong. Now I'm feeling empowered. Now all the wisdom's coming through. It's like, oh, that makes sense. Like I'm not clouded by emotion anymore. And for me, I had to spend a day in nature to be with myself in stillness, to have all these realizations, to come into the truth, right? And it's not easy when you're tethered and you're hooked to your emotional state because maybe the ego is pulling on a sense of attachment or longing or craving or obsessing or addiction, and this is all an awareness. And as alchemists, we are alchemists, we are magicians. We have the power of prayer, we have the power of command, and we also have the power of our soulmates coming in. So what happened for me is that as I was experiencing this emotional towering moment or upheaval or like everything coming up to the surface in order to be purified and cleansed, um I had all my soulmates come in to hold space for me, and I'm usually the space holder. I'm usually the one for everyone else because I am a messenger and that's an identity. Like we have to release identity so that you're not constricting yourself from the infinite. Like if you're like, I'm the healer, I'm the go-to person, I'm this, I'm that. I hold all these labels very, very lightly. I'm a healer when I need to be. I'm a guide when I need to be. I'm a goddess when I need to be. And I'm an alchemist when I need to be. I'm a human when I need to be. I am nothing and everything when I need to be. I am God when I need to be. I am inner child when I need to be. I am pure joy when I need to be. So hold your identities lightly. But what happened was that all of a sudden, every single person that I'm connected to that I can trust was there for me to guide me through what was happening, which was an initiation. And I was being catalyzed into my next level because I am a leader in my own field. And what I'm leading people through right now is their greatest love story ever told, which is their self-love, cosmic love to with God, and the embodiment of love itself, right? So it's really fascinating when you embody love itself, it isn't it's purely unconditional, right? So we go through the initiation of like feeling this love and almost not knowing what to do with it, and then the ego creates stories around it or attaches it to a person, to a thing, as that thing being the source. And then the initiation was to collapse longing and to transmute longing, yearning, craving, needing the grief around this love. It's like, oh my Lord, I feel so much passion, so much God love inside of me that it almost is terrifying because I don't want to lose it. And so it was like simultaneous, oh my God, I'm literally being taken by the wave. The wave has got me. I'm tumbling in the wave, but it's love transforming me, and I have to surrender. And I don't really like that. I don't really like that analogy, to be honest, because that's a bit terrifying, being taken by a wave. Um, so what's a romantic way of describing this love? Like it was like pouring in through me as me. It overwhelmed me only in the beginning because it's like I've never felt a love this deep before. And then it woke me up to the realization that it was the love that was always inside of me, that the source of love is divinity that lives inside of me, the essence that is of me, that has made me. Now, I'm only sharing this to activate you. You know, this is the space for you to heal, for you to expand, for you to ascend. I truly have the power of alchemy only because of the work that I've cultivated. And so we're alchemizing you right now. We're purifying you right now. And I understand you completely. Like, you, you're gonna have to surrender, babe. You're gonna have to surrender and let this initiation break through. Um, and you will be supported, like soulmates and guides in the physical and non-physical are going to come in. And this is, I'm one of them, you know? So let's dive into the activation because I'm channeling right now. What's the whole point of all of this? What's the point of all of this? We've shifted timelines into a high level of love, and you know we're relating differently now. Like we no longer want to relate in toxic ways. We no longer want to relate in threatening ways. Like we're no longer threatening um love, threatening to leave love, threatening to um we're no longer negotiating basically what's coming through is the battle between heaven and earth, the battle between good and bad. The dualities are shifting and merging, and we're entering into a transcendental yet very core um reality, which is love is all there is, oneness, unity. And that's what I'm experiencing, to be honest. And some people are really shocked that, like, I live in oneness. Like, some people don't understand. I think that it's normal. Like, as in, I think that I feel like everyone lives in oneness. And then I asked my girlfriend, I'm like, do you feel interconnected to all that is? Like, as if you're not an individual anymore, like you're everything. And then she's like, no, I don't experience that. But I actually do. I live in oneness, and it's trippy, but for me, I thought that that was normal. Like everyone's your lover. And it doesn't need to be sexual lover. It could be any form, because love is infinite, but we're not meant to grasp it. We're not meant to grasp it because love is all there is. So why would you grasp love is love when love is all there is? The other day I was just walking past and minding my own business, just walking past, processing my emotions, walking. And then there was like this really sweet man standing outside his house, probably 60, maybe 70, maybe, I don't know, 60s, 70s, really sweetheart. Because part of this initiation, I realized that my spiritual gift is that I see people. I see God in other people. Like, I actually do. And that is an activation and a gift for the other person, because then I reflect that back to them, right? And then they feel that within themselves. So that's one of the gifts that I realized from all of this emotional contraction to expansion experience. And and I was just minding my own business, but my energetic field was really enhanced and really expansive. And I just walked past this man. I'm like, hello, smiling, nice to see you. Don't even know who he is, but just a hello. And then he's like, he was present and I was present, and we were the eternal essence present. And he was like, I just want to let you know that you are looking absolutely beautiful today. And I was like, thank you so much. And you too, and it was just this beautiful exchange that didn't need more. And it confirmed to me the essence of true reality, that this is true reality. You don't need to control anything when you're in oneness. Like, things just happen. Everything just is. And you are supported. Like, you're in the right place at the right time always. And that's the power of presence. And this is what we're activating for you right now. And we're going to integrate it with individuality, because the thing is, we can get lost in oneness, as in, you need to, if you experience interconnectivity and pure presence and oneness and pure consciousness, which is a high level frequency to experience love is all there is, then you do need to have energetic boundaries and um, and individuality, your own experiences, your own identity as source embodied, as the Godhead embodied. Like, when you embody love, you essentially are reflecting God to others, and that's a gift. That's a gift. And I realized that's what I was doing, and I didn't know that before. I realized, like, I am someone that has embodied love, infinite love, purely because of initiation. Like, I feel very blessed about it. And I'm just a love bubble, universal love bubble, just walking around, not thinking anything of it. And then I'm like getting this download, like, Oh my Lord. I am gifting people with the experience of having someone in their presence that is divine. They get to experience the divine in human form because it's love embodied. And then that is a gift for them to do the same. And I was like, oh shit, that's what's happening. That's the exchange. That's the exchange. I'm feeling the love. They're seeing God in human form. That's sparking spiritual love. They're experiencing a higher level love. Oh my Lord, we are ascending. We have unlocked our higher heart chakras. We have unlocked a deeper love. And so let's activate all of this. I know I'm jumping around right now. I know this is really abstract. I know this is like a spiritual, more of a spiritual concept. But it's the theme of what's happening, guys. Like, it's what's happening. It's what's happening. So whenever you're ready, take a deep breath in. This is a meditation, transmission, activation, purification. Let's do it in a loving and easy way so that you don't you're not in turmoil. Let's call in all your guides in the physical and non-physical realm so that at the right time, at the right place when you need it, you're always supported. Like you get the phone call when you need the phone call, you get the job when you need the job. Everything falls into place. And if it's not falling into place, it's divine. I promise you, you're gifted space. You're gifted space. Like if things are delayed to your human concept of time, then it truly is divine. Like it's a gift, and you've just got to own that. You've got to claim the fact that it's a gift and just pray to God and give it to God. Creator, take care of it. Creator, take care of it. Creator, take care of it. Just keep saying, Creator, take care of it. It's as simple as that. So we're going to do some activations. Well done for being here. Well done for this path. You're destined for greatness. And we're going to get somewhere here. So set your intention if you have one. This was a post that I just posted, and it's the first activation, and then we're going to move on. But it's really important in these activations that you breathe, because for you to receive this and hold the capacity to receive this, it's really, really important that you're actually in a meditative state. You're in the theta brainwave. So let's just start breathing in. Breathing out, I'm just going to move your sexual energy all the way to your third eye, surpassing all the other energy centers. Breathing in, breathing out. We're just going to bring you into pure presence right now. Take a deep breath in and out. I just want you to relax all the tension spots in your body, maybe in your jaw, maybe in your forehead, behind your eyes, maybe in your chest, maybe in your back, your neck. Just breathe into those areas and take your time with this activation. Take a deep breath in and out. Okay, so this is the first activation, and this was one of the many realizations that I had. Then we're going to do downloads. These downloads are reprogramming you on a cellular level. Then we're going to do a rampage, which is a hypnosis, a prayer. It's all about shifting you. It's all about shifting you, okay? Shifting your consciousness, shifting your embodiment, shifting your emotions, shifting your mindset, shifting your psychology. You will choose better. Make sure that you're eating clean. Make sure that you are immersing yourself in nature. Make sure that you're drinking heaps of water. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. And the key to all of this is that you have really stepped into a habitual way of nourishing yourself, nurturing yourself, nourishing yourself, nurturing yourself. That's what love does. Love nourishes and love nurtures, and love says it how it is. So it's not just nourish and nurture, but it's always coming back to the truth. Even if the truth hurts, it's always coming back to the truth, because some of the truths that came through for me throughout this initiation were like almost like a hard pill to swallow. Like, like, fuck, like I now know something that cannot be unknown, you know? But then with that information, you can do something about it. Like if your relationships are not serving you anymore, like you've got to face that. Are you going to let it go, or are you going to embody love and then infuse that love into the relationship and work at it and collapse all of those patternings that you learned in childhood around some of the things that like you no longer want to relate with or relate in general. Are there abuse patterns because you were abused? Are there, attachment styles? Are you running? Are you avoiding? Are you disorganized? It's just understanding, and you've got the answers. You've got the answers, but face the truth. Write your truths down, write your realizations down. I've realized that, I've been settling. I've realized that I'm living a double life. I've realized that I want more. I've realized that I have an issue with commitment. I've realized that I am scared to go first. Like just write your realizations down and face it and then accept it. And through that acceptance, the transmutation takes place. Okay? It starts with acceptance, and always forgive yourself, and always send love to others that catalyze you. Whoever it is that catalyzes you, whoever it is that unlocks another aspect of you, creator of all that is, from the seventh plane of existence, pure source light, pure unconditional love, it is commanded to send unconditional love to this person. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. And so it is. Breathing in, breathing out, closing your eyes, laying down, relaxing your body, or having your eyes open and just absorbing the codes. Something in me has shifted. A fire and passion has awakened. A love has deepened, not just for one person, but for life itself. I used to think love was something to find, something to seek, something to receive. But then I realized love is something to embody. It's not about holding on to someone. It's about becoming the love that flows through everything, through a single moment, a sacred connection, a soul activation. I was reminded that love is not possession. It is pure presence. It is divine recognition. It is energy exchanged in a single glance, a single touch, a single breath. And when we embody love fully, freely, without fear, we don't just experience transformation, we become the catalyst for it. This is what I've come to realize. When we are fully present, we awaken something in others. When we love without attachment, we inspire freedom. When we embody our truth, we reflect it back to those around us. When we radiate love, we become a mirror of the divine. People have told me that after time in my presence, they feel different, stronger, lighter, more aligned. Not because of anything I did, but because something already within them was sparked, remembered, and activated. This is the power of love. This is the power of being. This is the fire that keeps igniting, keeps expanding, keeps liberating. If you ever felt that kind of activation, a moment that changed you, a presence that shifted you, a love that freed you, allow yourself to let love transform you. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. So as you breathe in to accept that download, I want your self-worth to elevate in consciousness. I want you to value yourself at the highest level that you've ever valued anything. You are your first love. You are your first cosmic love. You are your first and last love. And there will be mirrors to love you too. There will be those that can hold that capacity with you. So we're going to give you an activation now to release attachments and to integrate higher love. Have your eyes closed. You'll feel the downloads move through you. Breathing in, breathing out. Focus on an area of your body that you want to shift as well. We're not just shifting energies, we're also shifting the physical body. Maybe you want to, strengthen your posture, your hips, lose weight, whatever it is that you're working on. I now release all remaining attachments, cords, and imprints that do not serve my highest love timeline. So I'm just going to give you discernment on what timeline means. I now reclaim all pieces of my heart, soul, and energy from past relationships, experiences, and projections. I now integrate my soul's highest wisdom regarding love, connection, and divine partnership. I now fully trust my path, knowing that what is meant for me will meet me at my highest level. I now fully trust my path, knowing that I now breathe. I now breathe in expansion, ease, and effortless love. I now step into my reality as a fully embodied, whole, and magnetic being. Let's give you the creator's perspective and definition of wholeness, embodiment, and magnetism. Some of you feel like you need to do more in order to embody. In a way, embodiment is the life that you live, and practicing the things that bring you passion and joy, but it's got to come from passion and joy. It's got to come from thriving energy, not survival energy. If you're forcing it, then don't bother. Like, focus on something else. Like, if you want to write a book and you're forcing yourself to write a book, you can do that. You can, but I think what you need to do instead, or I feel what you need to do instead, is just create the space and the peace and the well-being first, to then have that spaciousness in order to fully dive into that project, going all in with passion. And it is possible, I promise you. Fall in love with the process of doing it for art's sake, not for any outcome or vision that you're tethered to. It's the same thing as love. It's like, we just meet someone and all of a sudden, like, we're already like 50 steps ahead, and where is this going to go? And like having all these expectations and like projections, and like, why would we project and expect on love? Like, why would we have that boundary when we just met someone? It's the same thing with the essence of what you're creating. Like, like it's like you've just given birth, and then you're expecting the baby to like do something for you, when you need to let it be and you need to let it breathe. It's the same with the book. It's the same with the project. It's the same with the business. Respect your creation by loving it unconditionally, and feeding it, nourishing it. Feed the project, feed the business, keep feeding it, and it grows itself. But it's got to come from fullness and completion, not depletion. Okay. So we're going to also activate the expansive process where the next level shift for your soul tribe unlocks. Okay. Because like I said, when you're in the oneness and the love frequency, everyone becomes your lover. And that's really, really true. Like, you're in oneness, so it just flows. It just flows. It just flows. Like, you're in the right place to meet that person, to spark that person sparks you. And all you're doing is just, it's like the neurons, you know what I mean, in your brain, just like firing and wiring, firing and wiring. You can live your life that way, just sparking and being sparked, sparking and being sparked, sparking and being sparked. So just take a deep breath in for me. And just allow yourself to feel into your body, descend your consciousness, your attention, your awareness into a new part of your body, and take a deep breath in and out. Smile, breathing in, breathing out. I now hold the vibration of love, sovereignty, and self-worth in my aura from the creator's perspective and definition of love, sovereignty, and self-worth. I now send this energy to my soul tribe, my lineage, my ancestors, and all beings ready to receive, including myself. I now serve as a living activation of divine love for those around me. As I rise, I elevate the collective into deeper love, wholeness, and trust without attachment or the identity of being that. I just am. I am everything and nothing. I just am. Like, I don't want you to have labels that constrict you. So this is really important. Every interaction, every word, every moment of my presence is infused with divine light. I am now operating at my highest frequency. And from this space, I allow miracles to unfold. It is done, it is sealed, it is activated. So I want you to know that things will come up emotionally to process, because there might be stuff inside of your field, your body, from past experiences or limiting beliefs or conditionings that need to be purified in order for this to happen. So I'm calling in a lot of support for you, or get in touch with me and I'll hold the space for you to transform, to actually have the transmutation process being seen and held for you. And I can do that. Okay. Because now, from this activation, you are no longer playing small. You are no longer searching. You are love. You are whole. You are the divine in motion. You are now living as the embodied goddess, God, empress, emperor, a magnet of divine love. And if you're here, then you're ready for it. I mean, that's what this activation's for. So I want you to take a deep breath in, and I want you to feel how that lands in your body. So just feel that activation and like really give yourself the space to let it land in your body. And we're just going to infuse this divine love with magnetic self-worth now into your cells. So take a deep breath in. We're rewiring your field. Take a deep breath in. I now command my entire being to align with divine love without attachment or depletion. So you might want to repeat that or just receive it. When you're repeating it, say it aloud and breathe. Well done. I now anchor the highest frequency of sovereignty, knowing I am whole as I am. Let's give you the creator's perspective and definition of sovereignty and what that actually means. Part of sovereignty is not being hooked, tethered, or attached or needing anything outside of you for your completion state. It's the greatest attraction is someone that is whole and complete within themselves. And that's how relationships thrive from that. It's a gift. By you being whole within yourself, you are a gift to others. Breathe. Maybe have an emotional release, like shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Put your arms up, whatever you need to do. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Okay. Breathe in, breathe out. I now merge my divine feminine and masculine energies into full inner union. Let's give you the creator's perspective and definition of what that actually is. Because it's within you, right? So it's you being whole beyond gender. Like you have an inner masculine and an inner feminine. And so it's understanding how they operate. One is active, one is receiving. One is leading, one is submitting. The other one leads, the other one submits. It's understanding how both of these energies function for you to be your own individual whole, where you are not dependent on anything, and yet you can lean on anything for support because you're one with all that is. But this is you becoming a whole person. I now clear all outdated programming of chasing, proving, or needing external validation. I now attune my nervous system to feel safe, in love, attraction, and deep connection. I now receive love that aligns with my highest standard and nothing else. I am the divine in motion. I am sovereign in my wholeness. I am a beacon of love, power, and expansion for myself. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. So as you breathe in and out, we are going to give you a nervous system balance where divine union, self-worth meet. Now, this is my kind of my own modality, like something that I kind of created, as in like inner pilgrimage is about divine union, nervous system regulation, self-worth, and romanticizing life and purpose, mission, all of the above. So this activation is more of a personal declaration where you send that energy out and then becomes a self-activation. So bear with me, just go with it and see where it takes you, knowing that you have sovereignty and free will, and just absorb what you choose to absorb. Okay, so just take a deep breath in. Now, another way of divine union is balance. Just being in balance in life, being balanced between heaven and earth, being balanced in your body. Just being whole as an individual. You can be yourself. You can fully just express yourself without any sort of hesitation. But I want you to define what divine union is for you, because who I'm speaking to is an advanced soul. You know, I work with advanced souls. Not always, but most of the time, yes. Even the younger kids that I work with that are 15 and 8 and 10, like they're advanced souls. So just know that like you're on the path of liberation. There are many different paths: the path of ascension, the path of healing, the path of enlightenment. We're on the path of liberation, guys. What are we liberating ourselves from? Every limitation until we're limitless, where life becomes a playground, you know, like zero suffering, pure peace, pure love, pure presence, pure truth, divine flow, divine love, unity, oneness. Love is all there is. Take a deep breath in and out. Receiving these downloads as you breathe in and out consistently. Breathing in, breathing out. There is a beautiful pink swirl of energy all around you, and it's all around you, all around you, all around you. And then it's actually entered into your brain and it's swirling into your brain. And this beautiful pink energy is compassion, and it's completely transmuting shame, guilt, regret, grief, resentment, victimhood, fear of confrontation, fear of speaking up, fear of having opinions, fear of being different, fear of vulnerability and intimacy, fear of transparency, fear of overexposure, fear of being read and misperceived, fear of heartbreak and being hurt, lack of acceptance, like I can't energy, I can't, no, 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 like a lot of resistance. That pink swirl of energy is now moving into your throat, your jaw, your tongue, and it's releasing you from a chronic patterning that was passed down to you, inherited from childhood and previous generations around verbal abuse towards yourself and others, using words as weapons, using words to harm and hurt, to condemn. And there's a particular word, but it's not coming to me, using words to like almost like threaten. The word that I'm thinking of starts with C. Take a deep breath in, using words to punish, scold, criticize, denounce, blame, forbid. So we're healing you from that trauma of verbal abuse and mental abuse. And we're also healing you. That pink ray of light is now entering into your heart. That pink ray of light is healing you from the imprint of not being seen in your God consciousness and full glory, but rather being imprinted with a projection of unworthiness. So I don't know if one of your parents had unworthiness or like really low self-esteem or worthlessness, or they felt trapped, or they felt like they didn't have any choice. They had to just go with it. They felt scared, so they settled for safety instead of freedom. So all of those imprints you may have absorbed and identified with. So we're just letting that pink ray of energy that's swirling in your heart right now set you free from the imprints of projection, of worthlessness and low self-esteem and chronic fear. Chronic fear. So we're just healing that. Downloading, breathing in, breathing out. I am divine union first within myself. My nervous system is calm, regulated, and safe in love. Take a deep breath in. That pink swirl is now moving into your kidneys and adrenals, okay? Love does not destabilize me. It grounds me deeper into my being. I trust my emotions, but I do not let them rule me. Take a deep breath in. I feel deeply, but I am not consumed. Take a deep breath in. I desire, but I am not desperate. Breathing in. I love, but I am not attached. Take a deep breath in. I am free from past cycles of craving, proving, and overgiving. I am the embodied temple of divine love. I do not rush love. I let it flow. I do not force love. I let it unfold. I do not seek love. I let it meet me where I stand. Breathe. I now command a reality where love is safe, love is stable and fulfilling. I now anchor my body into my breath, into my truth. I am worthy of a love that does not make me question myself. I am worthy of a love that feels like home on all levels. And that love starts within me. Breathe. I now call forth the highest frequencies of divine healing, love, and sovereignty for myself and my soul tribe. I activate the codes of self-love, self-trust, and divine union within every cell of my being. I release all past wounds, all energy leaks, all distortions of love. I now step into the purest, highest embodiment of who I came here to be. I download the frequency of unshakable self-worth. I download the codes of energetic sovereignty. I now align my nervous system to safety, regulation, and full presence. My energy is protected. My aura is sealed. My heart is open, and my soul is free. Take a deep breath in. I now embody my reality and command my reality to reflect my highest frequency. I am the embodiment of love, the vessel of divine wisdom, the anchor of prosperity and peace. I activate these frequencies not just for myself, but for my entire soul tribe. May we all rise. May we all heal. May we all return home to the truth of who we are. It is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is. Take a deep breath in. Now we're going to give you downloads to complete this session. Now, these downloads are cellular DNA level downloads. They're not just mindset hacks. Now, breathe throughout each download, have your eyes closed, feel the activation. My voice carries the divine code. I just want to send you a lot of love and gratitude right now for who you are, for your essence, for your light, for your shadow, for your wholeness, for your divinity. You know your shadow is divine too. You know everything that is unaccepted within you, that is yet to be accepted within you, is divine. It really is divine. It's your humanity. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. You are so beautiful to me. Yes, you are. I don't know if I made that up or if that's a song, but yeah, your human stuff is really beautiful. It really, really is. Even when you're crying. Oh, I love your character so much. If 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 I was an audience watching the movie of your life, freaking love your character. I love your character. You're my favorite character. You're my favorite character. And that's the thing, right? Like, we have to share ourselves to be loved. And I don't like using the word have to, but it's true. It's like, some of the people that love me, they love me because I've shared myself. You guys love me because I'm sharing myself with you. Like, I'm being me. And that's the reason why you love me. And, you know, I love your character because I see your heart and I see how much you're sharing yourself with the world. Go share your heart with the world. Fearlessly, babe. Fearlessly. Go share your heart with the world. Share your heart. Share your passion. Let it infiltrate the room that you're in. When I went to yoga, like after I went to yoga recently, and before I went to yoga, I was doing all this prayer work and like all this activation work, and I was like falling in love with life and all this stuff. And I was so high on love frequency that like I think I mentioned in one of the activations, I was like literally like smiling the whole time at yoga. I was like, like I was just like this the whole time, like, and then the yoga teacher was like, thank you for sharing your frequency with us. You know what I mean? Because I was like the whole time, like everyone's like freaking meditating, and I'm just like for a whole hour, you know? So share your heart. You're meant to be different. You're the gift, baby. You're the gift. Are you ready for the download? Say yes, say yes, say yes. Now close your eyes, breathe in. Make sure you have heaps of water, because this is downloads on divine love, divine union, energetic boundaries from Infinite Love Embodied. Very esoteric, isn't it? Very spiritual and multidimensional. Here we are trying to heal anxiety and like, nervousness, real life problems. And here we are embodying divine love. But it's the answer to all of that human stuff. It is. It is. I now embody divine love in its purest and most infinite form. Breathe. I now release all conditional love and step into unconditional love. Breathe. I now vibrate at the frequency of divine love in every cell of my being. I now integrate divine love as my natural state of existence. Breathe. I now allow divine love to guide all my relationships, actions, and interactions. I understand the Creator's perspective and definition of divine love. I now radiate divine love effortlessly without depletion. I now hold the vibration of love without needing external validation. I now know what it feels like to be loved fully, deeply, and unconditionally by the divine. I now release any fear of love and fully trust in its power. I now dissolve any illusions that love must be sought. It is already within me. I now embody divine union with myself, within myself, before seeking it externally. I now balance the sacred masculine and feminine within me in harmony, knowing what that means, knowing what that looks like, and having revelation show me that. I now recognize that divine union is a reflection of my inner state. I now vibrate at the highest level of divine partnership. From the Creator's perspective and definition of divine partnership, I now receive love that aligns with my highest self and deepest truth. I now release any past karmic ties that no longer serve my divine union. I now integrate divine love as a state of being, not just an external experience. Take a deep breath in. I now experience divine partnership with and without a physical counterpart. I now trust that what is meant for me in love will never require sacrifice or suffering. Take a deep breath in. I now hold deep love without grasping or needing. I now release all attachments while still being fully present in love. I now trust that love flows in divine timing without force or control. I now experience love as a free flowing energy, not a possession. I now release attachment-based love and embrace free divine love. I now integrate love without fear of losing it. I now allow love to exist in its highest expression without expectations. I now feel safe, loving without clinging. I now release the need for love to look a certain way. I now embrace love in its infinite forms, allowing it to flow naturally. I now hold strong energetic boundaries while staying open to love. From the Creator's perspective and definition of energetic boundaries, what that actually means, what that looks like, what that sounds like, what that feels like, what it is. I now embody a love that is limitless, but also self-honoring. I now give love freely while protecting my sacred energy. I now receive love without letting it drain me. I now trust my intuition to guide who has access to my energy. I now know how to maintain my vibration while being in deep love. I now respect myself enough to set and uphold boundaries and knowing how to, and having the instinct and intuition for that. I now recognize that my love is valuable and not for everyone. I now effortlessly attract people who honor my boundaries. I now trust myself to say no with love when needed. I now allow love to flow to me effortlessly without overgiving. Breathe, smile. I now magnetize divine love while staying in my power. I now receive love without sacrificing my own energy. I now trust that I am worthy of love without proving myself. I now embrace receiving as a divine feminine gift. I now have I now know how to let love in without feeling obligated to give back. I now embody the energy of effortless attraction in love. I now trust that love flows to me as naturally as the breath. I now release the need to earn love. I am already enough. I now allow love to support, uplift, and nourish me. I now release any subconscious fear of love. Breathe. I now trust that love is always safe, pure, and abundant. I now experience deep love while feeling completely sovereign. I now feel emotionally strong while in love. I now hold my own power, even in deep emotional connection. I now release any fear of being abandoned or unchosen. I now feel safe being vulnerable in love. I now love with an open heart while maintaining my own truth. I now love with full presence, knowing I cannot lose what is meant for me. I now regulate my nervous system to feel safe in deep love. I now hold divine love in my body without fear or resistance. I now release any fight or flight responses related to intimacy. I now feel completely safe being seen, chosen, and cherished. I now allow myself to receive love without shutting down. I now trust love to stay without needing to control it. I now embody deep calm and centeredness in my relationships. I now experience love without anxiety, tension, or overthinking. I now trust my body to guide me in relationships. Take a deep breath in, beloved. We're almost done. I now allow love to be an experience of ease, peace, and flow. We're almost done. I now experience divine union with myself before seeking it externally. I now embrace my wholeness, knowing I am already complete. I now trust that I do not need anyone to validate my worth. I now know how to love myself first in every relationship. I now release any patterns of seeking external approval. I now trust myself as my own greatest love. I now embody a love so full that it overflows effortlessly. I now honor my divine feminine and masculine energies within. I now recognize that my energy is sacred and must be honored. I now trust that true love begins within me first. I now expand into the highest frequency of love available to me, within me, as me, through me. I now attract love that aligns with my soul's highest evolution. I now allow my relationships to uplift, not drain my energy. I now welcome only high frequency love into my life. I now embody love in a way that shifts and inspires others. I now open myself to divine partnerships that elevate my soul with discernment. I now trust that my love is a gift and only those who can honor it will receive it with discernment. So it is unconditional, but there is a sacred exchange that takes place. And so you want to feel honored in your gifting. So let's just give you discernment on love, unattached and unconditional, not needing anything back, but also having a sacred boundary where you feel honored to experience an exchange, and knowing the difference and knowing when to love unconditionally without expectation in return, and when to also love but still have that love honored. I now embrace love as a state of being, not just an external connection. I now release any limitations on how love can show up for me. I now merge with divine love in a way that expands my entire reality. Final downloads. I now hold the perfect balance between love, freedom, sovereignty, from the creator's perspective and definition of love, freedom, sovereignty. I now integrate divine love without fear, resistance, or hesitation. Breathe. I now trust that I'm always deeply loved and supported. I now experience love as a limitless, infinite force within me. I now trust that divine love flows where it is meant to. I now embody a love that is free yet deeply connected. I now honor myself as a vessel of divine love. I now experience love as both infinite and fully sovereign. I now live in the vibration of divine love, divine union, and infinite self-worth. It is done, it is sealed, and it is integrated. Take a deep breath in and feel all these downloads in your body. I'm going to give you a minute to feel them in your body, to witness them. Let that pink swirl turn into a rainbow swirl. And now it's just purifying your entire physical vessel. Downloading, downloading, downloading. We're at 20% download. 33%. Breathe. 40%. 45% downloading. Smile. 50% downloading. 60% downloading. 77%. 88%. 93. 98. 100% downloaded. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. Woo! Jesus. I look white. Creator, bring me a 10. I need to go outside. What was that? Oh my God, is that more light in us? Did I just lose my tan? Because I just downloaded so much light? Jesus Christ. Creator, give me your perspective and definition of the light. Bring in some sun. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We got activated. Oh shit. It happened. Oh, the color's coming back. Sun. Sun. Go outside in the sun, guys. The color's coming back. Okay, so before I love you and leave you, the colors come back. Woo! Jesus Christ, that infusion of light made me white. Oh shit. All right, guys. So before I love you and leave you, I just want to tell you what sovereignty feels like in physical life. Sovereignty in physical life is a deep embodied sense of wholeness, self-trust, and inner power. It's when you move through the world with unshakable clarity, knowing that nothing outside of you defines you, controls you, or takes away from your essence. So it's not isolation or rejection of others, but it's actually an energetic mastery that allows you to love, connect, and experience deeply without being thrown off center. So sovereignty feels like this in your body, and we're downloading that. Groundedness. You feel deeply rooted in yourself, not swayed by external influences. Open but protected. Your heart is open, but your energy is not leaking. Strong but soft. You stand firm in your truth while allowing life to flow. Expansive breath. Your breathing is deep, relaxed, and full because you feel safe within yourself. Relaxed nervous system. You feel at ease even in the presence of others. Presence in every step. You walk with certainty, clarity, and effortless magnetism. Hell yes. Heaven, yes. That is what we're downloading right now. Thinking it is done, it is done, it is done. Just allow that to move through your body. Just really allow that to move through your body. Allow that rainbow light to literally be an anchor now. So it moves out of your body into the earth's core and anchors into the earth, anchors into the earth. And it's like connected to your navel. Okay. Sovereignty feels like this in relationships. Loving without losing yourself. You can love deeply without attachment or dependence. Saying yes from desire, not obligation. You engage in relationships because you want to, not because you feel like you have to. Receiving without guilt. You allow love, compliments, and support in without feeling like you need to give back immediately. Expressing needs without fear. You state your boundaries and desires with clarity, knowing that honoring yourself does not mean rejecting others. Walking away without drama. You don't cling to relationships that don't serve you. You release with grace and trust. Magnetizing respect and devotion. Others naturally respect your energy because you can feel that you respect yourself. Now, sovereignty feels like this in decision making. Making choices from inner alignment. You decide based on your truth, not external expectations. That's a big one. You decide based on your truth, not external expectations. Trusting yourself fully. You don't need others to approve your choices because you feel it in your body when something is right. No second guessing. When you make a decision, you don't waver, overthink, or doubt. Moving at your own pace. You don't rush or slow down based on what others are doing. You honor your natural rhythm. Detachment from outcomes. You make decisions from desire, not fear. You trust that whatever happens is for the highest good. Sovereignty feels like this in your energy and boundaries, holding space without absorbing other people's emotions. You can support others without taking on their energy. Not feeling drained by social interactions. Your energy is contained and you give from overflow, not depletion. Not explaining yourself. You don't feel the need to justify, defend, or prove your worth. Trusting your no. You say no without guilt and without over explanation. Moving on without looking back. You don't replay old conversations or regret past decisions. Not seeking validation. You do not need approval to feel worthy. You already know that you are enough. Okay, so almost done. Sovereignty feels like this in your daily life. Walking into a room and feeling no need to impress. You are comfortable in your skin, whether noticed or unnoticed. Feeling content in your own presence. You don't need distractions or external stimulation to feel whole. No longer forcing anything. You trust in your divine timing. Knowing what is meant for you flows effortlessly. Not fearing the unknown. You see life as an adventure, not something to control. Finding joy in simple moments. You don't chase highs, you are fulfilled in the present. Feeling unapologetically you. Whether loud or quiet, seen or unseen, you exist in full self-acceptance. Sovereignty in the ultimate liberation. Sovereignty is not about shutting the world out. It's about engaging with life fully, deeply, freely, without losing yourself. You are not above love, connection, or vulnerability. You are not separate from the world. You are simply whole within yourself first. So nothing outside of you can shake that foundation. Sovereignty is feeling at home no matter where you are. Sovereignty is knowing that you are already complete. Sovereignty is embodying your truth unapologetically, effortlessly. So close your eyes, take a deep breath in for me, and allow yourself to feel completely at peace, unshaken, and deeply rooted in yourself. Because this is the state of being that you've just embodied. Bravo! Woohoo! Yes! Welcome to your new timeline. Namaste. Namaste. Until the next activation, comment below, get in touch, come into inner pilgrimage. Let's transform and let's live it up, live it up, live it up, live it up. We're living it up, and we are alchemists, and we're going to get through all the purification with love, through love, and our soul tribe. And we are a soul tribe, you and me. So I'll see you next time. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your time. I really appreciate your time.